Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami, and in this episode of RadioK, I'm gonna be reacting to the comeback of three of my most favorite K-pop groups, those being (G)I-DLE and their song Dumdi Dumdi, ATEEZ's Inception, and ONEUS's Come Back Home. Now, for each of these songs, I have a few things to say about. For ONEUS's Come Back Home, I'm not sure whether this is a comeback or whether this is a similar case to what Basket was for Pentagon, aka the song that they performed on Road to Kingdom, and not an actual comeback, because I think they are going to be having comebacks soon, but I'm not sure. I don't really keep up that much with whenever my favorite groups are gonna have comebacks. I just wait for them, and maybe if I see that they're gonna be having a comeback on Wikipedia. So I'll treat this as not an actual comeback, but more like what Basket was for Pentagon and what Lion was for (G)I-DLE. For ATEEZ's Inception, I'm really excited to hear how this song sounds because I'm a huge fan of ATEEZ. They are my second favorite K-pop group, boy group, only being beaten by Stray Kids and only by a very little tiny margin. So I'm really excited about this one, and I really hope that I like it. I really hope I'm not disappointed about this one. But so far, ATEEZ haven't disappointed me, so I think most likely I'm gonna like it. And finally, with (G)I-DLE's Dumdi Dumdi, I'm really excited to see what this is going to be, because so far from the teaser images, it's all over the place, honestly, so I don't really know what to expect. And yeah, we are going to be starting off this reaction by getting into (G)I-DLE, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. When the sun... Never mind, I'm gonna read that after the song is done. Okay, that's Soyeon. Okay, she's looking badass. I approve. Okay, that's Miyeon. I think at this point I can tell them all apart. I struggled a little bit with Miyeon and Shuhwa, but now I can definitely tell them apart. Oh hell yes! Oh my god, I love Yuki with this outfit. She looks so cool and so hot. She's so pretty. Now I see why the outfits were all over the place. Okay, we're a minute in and the song still hasn't started. She's getting the band back together. Okay, I'm already in love. God damn it, Soyeon is so pretty. But nobody beats Yuki. Okay, this is definitely a very happy song. We'll see how much I'm gonna like it at the end. I definitely find it catchy already. Oh my god, Suji with that haircut hits different. I love how much of a variety G-idol has with their music. Like, they're genuinely one of the most versatile K-pop groups. I'm loving all the outfits. This is definitely a different song for them, even more than usual. Like, I'm even having a hard time really deciding how I feel about it. I'm gonna talk about more about it during the second reaction. I'm really curious about people's opinions on this one. One thing's for sure though, I love all the outfits in this music video. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I definitely like this song. It's catchy, it's fun, it's lighthearted, and I don't know what's about the beat or that Dumdi Dumdi, but it reminds me of something. I guess because it's like Western inspired, I feel like, music video. There's something about that. I don't know, I feel like maybe it has some of those influences. And I definitely like that, and the dance is actually really fun to watch. But I feel like the song overall lacks a little bit of a punch to it. Like, there is no explosive part of it really, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm gonna still listen to it a second time and decide how I feel about that, especially after it. But as it stands, I'm disappointed a little bit that it doesn't really have an explosive part, because I'm not satisfied after listening to it only once. And maybe that's the goal. Maybe the goal is for the song to leave you a little bit unsatisfied, so you want to listen to it again and again and again, because that has been the case for some songs. Like, for example, ATEEZ's Wonderland feels like that. Because sure, it ends up very explosively, but it doesn't necessarily feel you super satisfied. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to it one more time, and I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna feel about it after it in 3, 2, 1. The outfits are on point. I said it already, but still, I want to repeat it to make myself clear. I love all the outfits in this music video.
Welcome, young lady.
What the hell is a rich girl doing in the middle of nowhere? Oh my god, Yuki is on a whole other level with that outfit. She rocks it. That's why she's the bias though. I honestly love all the aesthetics in this music video and the vibes that the different girls give off. I love that. It sets them up as 6 actual individuals who form a group together. And here's Soyoung coming in saying, "Bitches, let's get together." Okay, so yeah, as I said, the song is very enjoyable and lighthearted, and it's catchy right off the bat. But it doesn't really have that satisfying thing to it. Also, it weirdly has a similar thing to Lion and Oh My God, and even Pentagon's Basket, where it feels like a song that would be the opening theme to a talent show. It's not as prominent as it was for Lion, but it's still there, and I don't understand why, honestly. And yes, it is bothering me a little bit. Okay, this is one of her coolest rap yet. Also, I really love Sujin with that hair. Okay, I'm really into the vibe during the chorus and the part where Mion sings every night, every day, every night. I really love that. I love the feeling that it gives me. And that Dumdi Dumdi part is so catchy and adorable. I love it. Okay, this is by far my favorite part. I love that they're dancing around the fire. I don't know why, it's so cool. Honestly, if I gotta be 100% honest, I enjoy the music video much more than the song, and I feel like the song won't be nowhere near as catchy as it is if I listen to it without a music video. The song, my opinion of it is kind of complicated to the point where I don't think I'm even able to explain how I feel about it. But for the music video, I can definitely say I enjoy the concept of it. I love the outfits, I love the setup and everything. But for the song itself, it's very complicated. I think it's a catchy song overall, and I'm most likely going to listen to it. But the song itself is very confusing. It's first and foremost a little bit all over the place, with the verses being very disjointed compared to the chorus. Like, I love the vibe of the chorus, and some of the verses have that vibe as well, but not all of them, and not to the same level of the chorus. Like, I love what they're going for with the chorus, with the dance being kind of catchy, and I guess it reminds me, I guess you could say, of Native American culture. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe I think that's the best thing I can compare it to. It just reminds me a little bit of tribal music. And by the way, I'm not American, so I'm sorry for my ignorant opinions on this. And I love that. And that bridge part in which Minnie was singing has a completely different vibe from the rest of the song, so it's just the song doesn't really feel as cohesive as it probably intended. And maybe that's gonna change after a few more listens, but yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I really like what they were going for, and I still think it was executed fairly well, but I feel like they could have done so much more with it. Because I love the energy they had during the chorus with that Dumdi Dumdi, and especially during the ending part where they dance around the fire. I love that. But yeah, the rest of the song feels a little bit underwhelming, and as I said, I feel like it needed maybe a little bit more oomph to it to make it a little bit more explosive, but that might be just a me problem, not a song problem, because I love my energetic and hype kind of songs. And I don't know, I feel like it's just a bit lighter than every single song of theirs so far, because every single song of theirs so far, from like La Ta Ta, Han, Senorita, I feel like it's just had a hard instrumental and hard drops and everything. This one doesn't feel like it has that, and I guess it's fine because it's kind of like a summer song, so it doesn't necessarily need to have that, but it's just something to keep in mind. So yeah, I think personally I'm gonna give this one 8.3 out of 10. I think that's a fair number. I could give it as low as 7.7 just because I'm a little bit disappointed right now, or as high as 8.7, but I feel like it's fair to put it there at 8.3 because there are a lot of good things about the music video and the song itself, but there are also some things about the song that just I feel like could have been done so much better and made the song feel much more complete. And objectively, I am going to give it an 8.7 out of 10 because I think it's a really good song, but I think it's overall their weakest one. It's maybe the most unique one with the most unique sound, but I feel like it's the weakest in execution, because even Oh My God, which in my opinion felt way too similar to Lion. That's a complaint that I had for that song, and the music video wasn't that memorable to me because even to this day I've watched it like 3 or 4 times at least, and I still don't remember what happens in it, while I do for every single other song of theirs. That's a complaint that I had for it, that it's way too similar to Lion, but it's still a good song. It still felt like a good song. I still gave it a pretty high number if I remember correctly. And nowadays I actually ended up listening much more, but this one, it just doesn't have the weight of every other song of theirs so far. I think that's my main complaint about it. It doesn't have the weight really. So yeah, I guess let's move on to the next song of this video, that being ATEEZ's Inception, and I really hope this is the hype anthem song that I'm expecting to see in this video. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing a KQ Entertainment intro. Damn, Wooyoung looks so different in this one.
난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 찾아서
Ooh, I love those vocals in the background here. I don't know why this song is giving me the same iconic vibes as what I Need You was to BTS. It feels like this song is the same but for ATEEZ. I don't know. Ooh, I love this shot with like the fire above and the water below. Okay, I'm starting to get into the song. At first I was a little bit, I wouldn't say underwhelmed, but just whelmed. But now I'm getting into it, and definitely probably on the second listen I'm gonna be all over it. I'm just enjoying the music video right now, that's why I'm not talking at all. Holy shit, that dancing. Oh. Okay. I have one question and a few thoughts about the song. So, first of all, there was a controversy about Honjong's hair. So, where's his hair? And I know that the whole controversy was about him having, was it cornrows, dreads? I don't know. Some black, some hairstyle that is associated with black people. And in this music video, he seems to have blue hair throughout all of it. So, did they reshoot it? Which I wouldn't think they would do that. I would assume so. Or maybe his hair was like that for in another music video, because there was the whole choose between Inception and Things. And I actually thought they were going to release 2 music videos similarly to how they released 2 music videos for Wave and Illusion. But apparently that's not the case, because I haven't seen a Thanks music video. So maybe if a Thanks music video was shot, maybe he had the black, that hairstyle in that music video. I don't know. If you guys know, please comment down below. I'm really curious about that. Wow, the thoughts about the song. I think the reason why I'm not blown away by this song is just because I expected it to be really good. That's the only explanation I have for that, because this song and music video is amazing. Everything about it is so good. The song is such an ATEEZ song. Everything that I love about ATEEZ is in it, and it feels like an iconic song, and it's most likely going to my top 20 K-pop songs of 2020. But I just don't feel blown away by it. I don't feel underwhelmed. I don't feel overwhelmed. I'm kind of just feel whelmed, and the only way I can explain it really is because I had high expectations and those expectations were met. I wasn't surprised. I just got exactly what I expected. But yeah, maybe that's gonna change after the second listen, because towards the end of the song I was getting really impressed by a lot of the, how to say it, I guess you could say the choreo, but the whole vibe of the music video I really like. Although I have a little bit of a complaint about it, it feels weirdly uh, it feels weirdly small scale. I mean, I don't think there are other music videos are really big scale or anything. It just feels way too a little bit too confined. Like for the most of the music video, they're just in a room, and that's pretty much it. While in their other music videos, in Treasure, they're in a, I don't know, a ruin on a beach or whatever it was. I haven't really watched that music video that much. Pirate King, they're dancing in a canyon. Say My Name, they're in an amphitheater. I don't know if that's the word for it in English. Or something like that. They're in a big room that looks like a museum or whatever. Then for Wave, they're on a, for the most part, on a beach or on an island. For Illusion, they are on a CGI ship. For Wonderland, they are with a marching band. And for Answer, I mean, again, it was one room, but it felt like it had more going for it in the music video. And this one, it just feels confined to like one room. And even the room reminds me a lot of BTS's Boy in Love. And don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing them to BTS. Please don't complain about it in the comments or call me out or anything. Yes, I'm comparing them to BTS, but I don't mean it in a bad way or whatever. ATEEZ is ATEEZ, BTS is BTS. And personally, even I love ATEEZ more nowadays. I really fell out of love with BTS, and I've explained why many times, so I'm not gonna get into it again. Yeah, I guess let's just get into it one more time and see how I'm gonna feel about it after that in 3, 2, 1. We actually might go for a third listen too. I love this. I love these background vocals. It really adds an emotional weight to this song. And by the way, this is Woyoung's era. He just stands out so much in this one. Yeah, definitely I'm liking it much more on the second listen. I'm feeling the build-up and the weight of the chorus too much more. Man, I love ATEEZ's dancing. They're the best dancers of the 4th generation. But the 4th generation is I think the most iconic thing about the 4th generation would be definitely the dances and the performances. Because I've seen many people comment and say that the 4th generation are dancers who can sing and rap. And I agree with that. I love his haircut. Hell yeah, Sam. Oh, I hate that. I love it. If I had to say how this song feels by comparing it to other songs from ATEEZ, it feels like a combination of Wonderland and Answer. It's both an emotional song with much more vocals, much more focused on the vocals, just like Answer, but it also is hard-hitting and hype as hell, and with really good dancing like Wonderland. And Wooyoung is actually kind of bias wrecking me this comeback. And I don't even know who's my bias in this group. I've been frequently flip-flopping between Honjong, Yosang, San, Yoonho came up on my bias list recently with their performance of or cover of BTS's On, and now Wooyoung. I honestly don't know if I can choose a bias in this group. I don't know. I think I have a little bit of the same problem with Stray Kids. In that one it's even worse because I love Bangchan, I love Changbin, I love Jisung. I'm falling in love with Hyunjin in the literal sense of the word. So yeah, I actually want to listen to it one more time. Let's get into it. I just enjoy the song so much. Let's get into it one final time in 3, 2, 1. I hope the KQ intro keeps appearing in every single ATEEZ music video, so it becomes as iconic as Big Hits. I definitely would say that the defining thing about this song is those vocals in the background. I love that. It gives it an edge, because otherwise I definitely feel it might be my least favorite title track since Treasure. Also, I just want to mention how much Yeosang looks like RM in this song, in this music video. And Wooyoung reminds me of Jungkook with this kind of hair. I love that part. I don't know why, but that part really hits really strong. Also, why Jungkook looks like he's wearing an outfit that reminds me of sailors. Like a young sailor outfit. Man, your song looks so different. I definitely want to see a full performance of this. I might react to one when I'm reacting to the album, which similarly to Stray Kids, because they're such an important group to me, I'm gonna move it up the list, even though otherwise I would have to react to it in like 2 months from now, because I'm that far behind. I'm gonna play the shit out of this song. Damn, what a good song. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like this song. I wouldn't say it's better than Answer or Wonderland. As I said, it feels like a bit of a compromise between the two, with a lot of vocal focus and a sad feel to it, similar to Answer, and a lot of intense choreography and intense energy in the song, similar to Wonderland. It feels like the love child of those two ultimately. And because of that, I'm a teeny tiny little bit disappointed because I did want another Wonderland, personally. That's just what I've been wanting to listen to, because I already played the shit out of Stray Kids' God's Menu, that it's kind of a little bit... I've gotten a little bit tired of it, and I've wanted to find another hard, rough song like that, and I was hoping that ATEEZ would deliver, and they did. But it's not as rough as I wanted it to be, but it's not a big deal. I love the song, and maybe there's a song like that in the album. Maybe Thanks feels like that, who knows. We'll check it out, most likely tomorrow, because today I'm reacting to comeback title tracks only. But yeah, I love this song. I love the music video. Definitely doesn't feel as a small scale after the first listen. And the song definitely grew much more on me after the second and especially the third listen. But yeah, I think I like it ultimately. There's definitely things I would have preferred to be done differently, but again, there's probably, or at least hopefully, there's gonna be a song that will satisfy my wish right now that I have. So I'm not gonna be too tough on this song. So personally, I think I'm gonna give this song an 8.8 out of 10. Because as I said, I love everything about it, but it didn't blow me away too. I think 8.8 is the most fair number. Even if I might have given some songs you could say are worse a higher score, I just feel like with this song I'm able to most objectively decide the right number for it, because for a lot of songs, after I've listened to them like 20-30 times, that's when I can actually objectively decide, oh, they're like a 7.4 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10 compared to the number that I give them during my reaction, which is just based on my first opinions about it. And I don't know, I feel like this song is just easier to feel how I'm gonna feel about it after a while, and I feel like 8.8 is the most fair number. If I based it on my usual ratings, yeah, I probably would get a 10 out of 10 or a 9.8 out of 10, but yeah, I'm gonna give this one an 8.8. While objectively, I don't know, I think I'm gonna give it, I can honestly give it a 10 out of 10 because I'm pretty sure every ATEEZ fan loved the shit out of this song, but yeah, I have to be fair in this one too, so I think I'm gonna give it a 9.4 out of 10 because I think it's an amazing song. It's everything in it is done great. It's just, I just want to be on the safe side, and it just doesn't blow you away. I feel like other songs like Answer or Wonderland, even though with Wonderland I was a little bit the song, when I reacted to it the first time, the song felt a little bit weak in the beginning, and then ends up building up a lot during the second half. It's just the first half felt a little bit empty, although it's definitely grown on me in terms of that. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like a 10 out of 10, even objectively. So yeah, that's how I feel about this one. And now let's check out ONEUS's Comeback Home. And before getting to it, again, I want to say, I'm pretty sure this is the song they performed on Road to Kingdom. So I really, really hope the song doesn't sound like a song that would be the opening of a talent show, because I'm so tired of that vibe and hearing that vibe from songs. And it's really starting to ruin some songs for me, so yeah, I really hope that's not the case. So without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, what is with all these boy groups using chains and ropes and whatever to tie themselves up? Hey, I'm pretty sure this is the same theater that ATEEZ used in their Savage music video. Okay, this song too has that vibe. God damn it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The song and the music video are great. But honestly, at this point, I feel like these boys groups are maybe trying a little bit too hard with that. This is not specifically targeted at ONEUS or anything, because I love them. Are they supposed to be vampires? Damn, what a high note.
Please come back.
Okay, that was a little bit cool. But yeah, I definitely have some thoughts to say, and first and foremost, I'm gonna share my thoughts on the concept overall, not specifically about ONEUS. I'm gonna talk about them after the second listen. Okay, so this song, as well as Pentagon's Basket and G Idol's Lion, and I don't remember if AOA had used the song that they used in the show as a comeback song. I think they actually did. All these songs have this annoying to me at this point vibe of a song that feels like the intro of a talent show. I really don't like this vibe. It's like, once was fine. 2 times I didn't care about it. The 3rd time with like Pentagon's Basket is just, I feel like this vibe that all these songs have kind of kills the originality of the song, or I don't know, just the song doesn't feel as enjoyable to me when it has that vibe, and it kind of kills any interest that I might have in the song otherwise. And also, for this concept in general, I feel like both Pentagon and ONEUS are trying a little bit too hard with the whole dramatic, theatrical kind of stuff. I don't know, you don't have to do this. Like, I guess it's for certain type of fun, but I guess that's not who I am. I just prefer something a little bit less dramatic, or I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like it's trying a little bit so hard to be really dramatic and emotional, and it's not really resonating with me. Neither did Pentagon's Basket nor this. Like, I acknowledge both songs are good, and I've been listening to Basket quite a bit, but I don't know, I feel like it's trying too hard, and that is kind of killing my enjoyment of the song and the music video. And that applies to both groups. And don't take this as if I'm shitting on the groups or anything. I love both groups. I enjoy both groups' music. Even though I've only, like you could say, this year really started to paying attention to them, or at least you could say to ONEUS I started paying attention last year because they came back with Lit last year. And Pentagon, I knew them since debut, but I only paid attention to them recently, started paying attention to them quite a lot with Dr. Bebe. But like, I don't know, it annoys me. If whichever groups participate in Kingdom, if that's gonna be a thing, because I don't really keep up with these talent shows or whatever, I really hope they stop with this talent show vibe to their song, because it's really bothering me. And I'm not sure whether this is a comeback. I think it's not a comeback, because if it's a comeback I would be severely disappointed, because the song is definitely less interesting to me than Lit. I feel like Lit had more of their personality. This feels like a song that would be used for a mama performance. That's how it feels like. And I personally don't really like those kinds of songs. I like when the song is just, I don't know, a K-pop song. As I said, I feel like this is just trying too hard to be dramatic and theatrical, and it's not really working with me. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna give the song itself one more chance and see how I'm gonna feel about it afterwards, and I'm gonna talk about the song itself more. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest, and hopefully you won't hate me for it, but I don't like that. I just don't. And there was a lot of similarities to Pentagon's Basket. It was basically, you could say, the same concept, just applied in a different way, because like Pentagon's Basket was a Mad Max Warzone kind of thing, while this is more medieval and fighting against vampires or whatever. It was some kind of monster creatures or whatever. So yeah, let's get into it one more time and see how I'm gonna feel about it afterwards. Maybe I'm gonna feel better about it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this part here is the biggest vibe, is where I get the biggest vibe of a talent show song. I could easily see this being used as a opening for a talent show, or at least as a soundtrack. And I'm not saying that they're not doing those dramatic or theatrical stuff good. They certainly are. I just feel like it's a bit try-hard. And that applies to Pentagon as well. I just now am able to actually vocalize it and explain more what I feel. I guess I just kind of feel like these theatrical songs and which sound like talent show songs feel a little bit too similar. They kind of kill any personality that the song might have had otherwise. I don't know. Yeah, this is a kind of song that it would be perfect for a mama performance, but I'm not really the kind of person who enjoys those kind of performances. Like, whenever I watch a performance of a song, I want to see a performance of the song or just a choreography. I don't really care about making it theatric and whatever. So I guess this is just targeting a specific type of K-pop fan. It just doesn't do anything for me. I definitely think there is a really good, really unique K-pop song that I would really love underneath all these dramatic and theatrical stuff, but as it stands, I'm honestly disappointed. Like, I've seen so many people hype up this song, and I see why. And I think most people are gonna love it, but it just doesn't do it for me. Okay, so I think at this point I've pretty much said my opinion about this one. I think it's still a good song, don't get me wrong, but I'm really annoyed with just what the song is. I feel like, if I have to be 100% honest with how I feel about this song, I would personally give it only a 7.8 out of 10. I just don't like the talent show feel that it has, although it's not as bad as it was with Basket or with G-Idol's Lion, although back then I didn't really care about it because it was like one song only. So this one is definitely the least bad in that regard, but I still don't like it. I don't like the try-hard, dramatic, and theatrical stuff. I acknowledge that they do good, and I acknowledge that most people enjoy it, but I personally really don't. I feel like they were much more laid back and easygoing in like Lit, and I love that song, and I want more of that, honestly. I want to see more of that from them. It feels like that was more of them. This feels like it's just pandering to the talent show judges or whatever. It feels like it's pandering to the kind of people who enjoy these crazy mama performances or these talent show performances. It doesn't feel like they're doing this because they like it. I don't know. I'm speculating here, but that's just how I feel about it. So if I have to be 100% honest, I would give it a 7.8 out of 10. If I have to be a little more fair and judge the song objectively, I would say it's closer to an 8.4, but I would stick with the personal score of 7.4 and 7.8 in my opinion. That's the better score because that shows my actual opinion better. While objectively, I definitely think most people are gonna enjoy this, probably be in love with this. Some even liking this more than Lit, which in my opinion would be wrong, but it's just an opinion, so you're free to have it. But yeah, so because of that, I think I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 because yeah, it is good, but I still don't think most people would agree that it's better than Lit. Lit is just such a good song. For me, it was the second best song last year, and I feel like most people agree that Lit was really lit. And I acknowledge what they're doing with this, but yeah, I feel like even most people won't say that it's a 10 out of 10, although I've already seen so many people hype it up. Yeah, those are my ratings, so deal with it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the next description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And in addition to being a writer and writing stories on Wattpad, I'm also a blogger. I have a blog on which I review TV shows, movies, cartoons that I cannot react to on my channel, but I've watched. Video games, and anything like that that you can think of. I'm also going to be doing some top K-pop lists. As I've mentioned in my other videos, I have done a top 19 K-pop songs of 2019. It was originally top 15 songs, but I've edited it to make the songs 19. And for this year, close to the end of the year, most likely at some point in December, I'm gonna do a top 20 K-pop title tracks of 2020, the top albums of 2020, and the top B-sides of 2020. So if you're interested, go and check out that blog. And I might eventually do it in the videos, but it's definitely first gonna be lists on that blog. And if you end up enjoying the blog, you end up enjoying my stories, or simply enjoying my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are going to go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or you just haven't noticed at this point, I'm actually transgender, but I still haven't started my transition. I'm hoping to in the next few months, at least legally. Probably won't start taking HRT until at some point next year, but yeah, we'll see. So if you could help me out monetarily, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!